Hello and welcome to a very new and exciting episode of Mr. C, the Cook and Teach lessons. Today for you, I want to show you some tips and tricks and teach you how to properly slice, dice, and cut when cooking. Now, I've got a sharp kitchen knife here. Shout out to Material Kitchen. These knives are fantastic. First, we're going to talk about a bell pepper. When cutting, make sure you kind of round out your fingers, your knuckles. This is to avoid cutting your fingers. Okay, then going to get these bell peppers into some strips here. Perfect. Now I like to use as much of the pepper as possible so that there's very little waste. Next, just going to kind of cut these pieces of the top of the bell pepper in half. We will get those off to the side there. Now with these bell peppers, I like to stack two of them on top. I like to then slice them into about 1/2 inch thick strips, like so. Then next I will turn them widthwise and then do the same thing and chop these. Again, as you get better with this, obviously this will be a quicker process, but I'm slowing for the sake of you all, okay? And what you want is a nice fine diced, like cubes, okay? These should look almost symmetrical looking cubes, rectangles, okay? So there's your bell pepper. Do the rest of those in a little bit. Now, onion. There are plenty of different ways in which you can cut an onion. I like to cut both ends, and then I like to cut it in half. This allows me to peel that first layer. That first layer I find has the skin on it, but it also has kind of like this film layer that just doesn't taste, it's not, that part of the onion doesn't taste very good. So we want to get rid of that. Then next up, you can do this one of two ways. I will show you both. You can cut sideways into the onion like so, and do this in layers. I do about 2 or 3 layers depending on the size of your onion. Then you're going to take the tip of your knife blade and cut vertically down about as deep into the onion as you did when you were cutting it the other direction. And if you do this, then you should be able to chop down on the onion and get perfect diced onion, like so. Now this is more of a fine dice, so if you want it to be a little bit thicker, widen out your spaces in which you're cutting. If you want it obviously thinner, go closer together on your cuts. Now that is one way you can dice and cut your onion. The other, if I'm, just kind of lazing around, I like to cut slices with the onion like so, turn it, and then proceed to do the same thing. Now, is this a preferred method? No, not necessarily. This is just a method in which I use. Is it perfect all the time? No, not at all, okay? But if you're just looking for a rough chop, rough dice, that'll get you pretty much any recipe that uses chopped onions. All right. Thank you so much for watching. This has been lesson 1, slicing and dicing. Thank you for joining me. I am Mr. C, the Cook and Teach. What do you want to see me teach you next in the kitchen? Thank you again. Don't forget to smash those buttons. And as always, this is Mr. C, out.